Hello. So what I'm going to share with you today is very simple, yet I believe it's very profound, and it's based on a saying that I coined, and it goes like this: bloom where you're planted, or sow seeds where you want to bloom. Again, it says bloom where you're planted, or sow seeds where you want to bloom. And it's really a simple concept, but it makes sense, and it can really transform your life, because you can be in a place where you feel totally content, very happy, the world is good, and everything is fantastic. And if that's where you are, wonderful. I will pray that you continue in that space of wonderfulness, or what I call happiness or gratitude. But if you're not in that place, and you just know that there's more to life, there's got to be better. If you wake up and you think to yourself, I know there has to be better. I know that God did not create me to do this mundane thing that I'm doing. If that's where you are, then you're the person that I'm speaking to today. So how do you transition from being planted in a place to uprooting and going somewhere else? It's simply this: begin where you are. No matter what, you want to become a person of excellence right where you're planted right now, because there's a concept that says that if you want to have more, you must first care for that which you have on hand, right? So if you have, say you want a bigger house, or a larger office, or a bigger responsibility in the office, the concept or the principle is, if you're not taking care of what you have right now, you will not have an enlarged. You will not get a bigger house if you cannot take care of the house that you have now, right? So the key concept is, even though you may want more and you may deserve more, look at what you're doing with that which you have on hand right now. You may say, you know what, I have wonderful talents and I want to use them all. What are the talents that you have right now that you're not using, that you literally just they're just withering, or they're shriveling right before you? Take an inventory of your life. Look and see, what are the gifts that I have right now that I'm not using, that I can begin sharing, I can begin giving. And also look at the physical things. The physical things can be such things such as the car that you're driving. If you're not cleaning it out, if you're not maintaining what you already have, and you're wanting that bigger, better car, there's a principle that says you're not going to get that new thing because you're not a good steward of that which you have right now, right? So remember, bloom where you're planted, or sow seeds where you want to bloom. And you can actually do both. You can bloom where you're planted and begin to sow seeds in the direction of where you want to bloom. A little story: when I was in 1996, when I decided I wanted to transition from podiatry to, transition from nursing to podiatry, even though I loved being a nurse, something kept tugging at my heart, tugging at my spirit. And the tug was, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to own my own building. I wanted to own my own practice, and I wanted to treat patients. And as I began to sow seeds in the direction of ownership, it's like the doors just open. The New York College of Podiatric Medicine sent me a letter of admission. I can go into detail later as to how everything unfolded. But when I say it was almost miraculous how all the doors opened, once I made that decision to begin to move in the direction of my desired outcome, all the things that I needed began to attach themselves to me. So, point that I want to make to you is, if you are not content 100%, or maybe 80%, or even 50% where you are right now, don't just sit there and be bitter and play the blame game. You know, the blame game is, I'm just here because so-and-so can't help me, my boss can't help me, my colleagues can't help me, or my spouse can't help me, or whoever, the government can't help me, or the church can't help me, or the devil's on my back. those are all fine, but those are not truth. The truth is, what is your role in the life that you want to co-create? What fruit do you want to bring forth? Because we're all filled with seeds of greatness. So what are you doing with your seeds? Are you planting your seeds? Because if that seed is unplanted, it basically stays stagnant. A seed has a germination phase, and that seed needs to be planted before it can come to fruition. So look at your life, evaluate it, see, are there things that you can be doing right now to improve yourself right where you are while you're simultaneously planting seeds, writing the vision, knocking on doors. All of these principles we've learned our entire lives, but you have to begin to incorporate them. You can't just sit still. It's good to pray, but you got to get up and you got to move. You've got to move in the direction of your desired outcome before you begin to see these things manifest in your life. So anyway, this is a quick little pearl brought to you by Highest You, where we believe that everybody deserves to live at their highest potential, and that's highesteyu.com. So run on over to our website, send us or leave us your name and your email, and we will be